It was almost 3 in the morning. I was on the phone with my friends, laughing at meaningless things the way you only can late at night, completely unaware of how fast time was passing. The only light on in the house was the dim lamp in my room, and from outside I could hear the soft sound of wind brushing against the windows. Everything felt perfectly normal, until my dog suddenly started barking. My dog never barks at night. In fact, he sleeps so deeply that even the doorbell sometimes doesn't wake him. But that night, out of nowhere, with no sound, no movement, no reason at all, he began barking like he had seen something I couldn't. At first I ignored it, thinking maybe it was a shadow or a stray cat outside. But the barking didn't stop. It grew louder, sharper, more urgent. There was a strange tension in the air. It felt as if the temperature in the room dropped all at once. When I went to check on him, I realized he was staring at a single spot, completely focused. His fur stood up, his eyes were wide, and he wasn't blinking. He was staring at the closet. I walked closer, but he stepped in front of me and barked again, almost as if he wanted to stop me. "I'm overthinking," I told myself. "It's just a closet." But my fingers trembled as I reached for the handle. The metal was ice cold, even though the house was warm. I opened the closet slowly. Everything looked exactly the way it always did. Clothes, boxes, nothing unusual. But then, on the bottom shelf, in the far corner, I saw something small, and as soon as I realized what it was, my heart felt like it stopped. It was my mother's necklace, the one she lost when I was only 9 years old, the one she said had vanished completely. It was a delicate silver chain with a tiny heart-shaped pendant. We had searched for it for years, but no matter how many times we cleaned, moved, or changed houses, it was never found. My dog began to growl softly behind me. The necklace had no dust on it. It was shining, fresh, untouched, like someone had placed it there moments before. The shelf where it sat was a place I hadn't touched in years. Literally years. I rarely opened that part of the closet. Someone would have had to intentionally put it there. But who? And when? I barely slept that night. Every creak, every shadow in the room made me jump. My dog stayed at the foot of the bed the entire time, still staring at the closet as if he was waiting for something, or someone, to come out. When morning came, I told my mother what had happened. When I said I found her necklace, the color drained from her face. She froze, staring at the pendant in my hand. Then she whispered something I will never forget. "I didn't lose that necklace. I always believed someone took it." A shiver ran through me. She had never told me that before. All these years I had assumed it was misplaced. But she was convinced it had been stolen. And now, somehow, after 13 years, it appeared in my closet, untouched, perfectly clean, looking almost new. My mother held the necklace for a long moment, her eyes distant, as if remembering something she didn't want to remember. "This isn't possible," she said quietly. After that day, strange things began happening around the house. Some nights my dog started barking at the same spot again. Sometimes the closet door was open in the morning, even though I was sure I had closed it. At night I occasionally heard a faint metallic jingling sound, like the soft clink of a necklace chain moving. But the moment that still haunts me most is the coldness I felt when I first opened the closet that night, as if someone, or something, had been standing there, as if whatever returned that necklace hadn't left.